Alright, starting up. I'll just send that message, and we move into the stream. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a long while. Whew. So, I've just been working on personal things. Still honestly working on a lot of them, but we keep moving forward, and I miss streaming, okay? Like, I knew I needed more time to focus on other things, but at the end of the day, like, I want to stream. So I'm going to stream right now. Is this going to be my future time? Don't know. But I'm done not streaming for so long. Whew. So we are playing with our casual file. And it's been a while, so let me just really quick check what I've got. So I got Kin Weapon, Leviathan Helm, Kin Chest, Leviathan Cape, an Obsidian Trinket. Huh. Oh, I was like, why do I not have Obsidian Chest? Because while that increases my vitality, this increases my focus. I see. Good to know. As for you, we have all the soul steal. We got rid of the life steal for some more crit runes. I remember that. Lucky Roller is maxed out, and high stakes is high. And then we have siphon and capacity. I could see myself dropping a capacity to increase another, get myself another high stakes. Yeah. Alright. Amplification's maxed out. Reinforced and folded are maxed out. I think we might end up knocking out some folded runes, because I think the damage is starting to scale to the point where that doesn't matter anymore. Quenching runes are nice. Magnesis, Bounty, Stone, Red. Yep, these all look about right. Ooh. Hey, Destiny Bound. Glad to see you back. It has been a while. I'm doing good. It's just like... Ooh. Just getting back into the hang of things. I've just been focusing on some personal things. I'm not done with it. There's still some things I need to do, but it's not taking all my time anymore. So we're able to play again. And right now I'm just doing casual, getting back into the mood of things. And I will be doing speed runs later, basically, once I feel more comfortable. Just want to check on my burdens, make sure I know what I'm getting myself into. Scale, Ruin, Adaptation, Metal, Blood, Evolution, Vitality, and Power. Alright. And we still have 200, and if I remember correctly, I want to be spending it all on Insatiable Greed and Limitless Potential were the two I wanted to put mine in. Alright, okay. Ooh. How's it going, Jerry Lilybo? Totally binged all your YouTube content in a very short while, and about a week of drop before I bought the game myself. Hey, glad to hear I got you to play the game. I hope you've been enjoying it, man. But yeah, feel free to come in. This is a Ask Me Anything. We're not speedrunning right now. We're just playing the game casually. We're on New Game plus 23. I want to try to get that... Well, it maxes out at plus 30, so that's where I want to get it. But... So, I am showing you endgame content. Like, literally the game's over. This is New Game Plus content. But... I'm hopeful it's good. Alright, so. The last time. Alright, up to 50 hours game time. Stepped into New Game Plus 1 anyway. Yeah, dude, it's a game. So, anyways, I already beat Lamech, so now I'm going to be facing Void Beast Bareth and just moving through. Weird seeing this game again. Feels faster than usual. Maybe because I'm... Ah. Right. Ah! Oh, I have F and D. I can't... When I get hit, I can't attack. Alright, we're gonna wait. F and D's over. And we're gonna just kill that with the laser beam because we're a mage, so we can. Would you Chaser stop? It's like I need to use that just to get my attacks through. Ooh. Hey! But yeah, I'm glad the YouTube content, like, one of the things I stopped is I wanted to make sure that my YouTube content was still valuable for people, like, it was actually something worth my time to do. And the answer was yeah. Now, there were some things that I've been, like, trying to do... that wasn't valuable, and it was good to kind of figure that out. But generally speaking, yeah, making the videos was good. One thing I noticed is that just making videos as fast as I was does not make sense. So when I'm back to streaming, I'm not going to be streaming 6 days a week like I used to. I'm back to just streaming more normal numbers. And we have our scholar chest maxed out now. That's always good. Always good to see that stuff completed. Ooh. I do in fact have a casual question. Feign to my stage of just starting to collect +1 on gear. I'm struggling on where to focus my money in the castle upgrades. So I will say that I think castle upgrades are something that you should spend some time exploring. If you haven't completed the castle, I think it's nice to just spend your time exploring the castle. Once you have that, I'd have to go back and remember. I just bought a lot of upgrades that increase your gold, knowing I'm going to be playing this game into New Game Plus 20 as I am now. And because of that, I now actually can't buy any more upgrades. Let's see. What would I suggest buying in the castle? There are a few that I think you should probably max out. You unlock basically all of it, and I found I prefer harder hitting physicals like Ronin Knight or occasionally the Mage. Alright, Ronin Knight. So yeah, if you prefer physical attacks, then strength, increasing your strength and dexterity is the... So I will say this. Dexterity, focus, those stats are stats you won't need until like New Game Plus 4 or 5. Once you get to those New Game Pluses, crits become like your main source of damage. But until then, you could just ignore crits. It's just intelligence and strength. Also, of course, good to have vitality and armor. I believe they've made some changes, so your armor is much more important than your stats got from your castle. So obviously, armor comes preferably. Let me think. Once you max out there are a few that are kind of important to get. Like there's the one whenever you grab a mana potion, it refreshes your talent. That's super important for Chef. Pretty nice for other classes. Let's see. Meditation, the one where you heal up when you face a boss. I would recommend you max out that because now that you're at this point, you're going to be facing a lot of bosses, and every boss is every time you face a boss, it's good to just like use them as a healing position. It's a lot of it is sort of things that you'll figure out in time. If you have like, I can't decide between this or this, it becomes a lot easier for me to give you an answer. But as just in general, there's just so many different upgrades. I don't really know how to do. Oh, this character has hyper coax. That's not good. Well, not good for like the way I've been playing. What is this character's stats? I haven't played. F&D and hyper coax. Okay. Just want to make sure that I got that correctly. I think I was supposed to lock down the castle and face some bosses that I found the door to previously. But it's been months, so I didn't remember. Oh well. Gilded weapon. Always good to get new equipment. Oh. I already bought my teleports. I'm actually wasting my time there. Okay. That's good to know. We're just going to leave so it's safer for me. Yeah, laser beam destroys projectiles. Very valuable asset to have. The X will kill itself. It's money. Ooh. But yeah, Knight is one of my favorite classes, and Ronin is definitely a great class. And then, of course, like, I wouldn't be playing Mage if I thought it wasn't good. For the Blacksmith, should I stockpile that ore so I can increase the drown set as soon as I get more of that? Or should I spend on lower gear like Leather or Warden? I would say make sure you have a complete set first, and then once you have a complete set, you can then start doing more specialized things. Hey, how's it going, RT? Yeah, it's been a while. I think, yeah, I stopped streaming just before Christmas last year. So, been a while, over a month. But yeah, I think, for where you are at, you should definitely, you should have a complete set of something. You should definitely be gaining some, Unity bonuses. And once you're done with that, you can start saving up the wealth for the things you really want. That would be my recommendation. Ooh. But yeah, how's it going, RT? If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I am just chilling right now. We're not going to be doing a speedrun today. I'm just going to get used to the game system again, because it's been a while. Want to make sure I'm ready for my speedruns. Ooh, thanks for the Dex crit tips. I've been hovering around how valuable are these really, and good to know they could be, yeah, down prioritized. Yeah, exactly. So the way that the system works, crits aren't, like, even that valuable for the first part of the game. But, like, in the late game, it's one of those things that just, it's the, what? So here's how I explain it. Crits, if you have the same amount of strength as dexterity, crits are equivalent to, like, at best, equivalent to strength. Yeah. So when you first start the game, dexterity is equivalent to strength if you're getting crits all the time. As you get later, you'll get things that increase the percentage of crit damage, and as you get those, crits start scaling out of proportion to the point where I'm at, I kind of have to rely on crits to deal damage for a pretty decent part of it. Another Dreamcatcher? You know what? Sure, I have Hyper Coax, so I'm going to be at max HP all the time. So yeah. Full +1 on Leather and Sculler, plus full Warden, Sanguine, and Gilded sets. Yeah. So I would say just pick one. Leather's not even bad when full. I mean, I think so. But, of course, I'm not a guy who gets hit often, so maybe there are better sets. But yeah, I would say just make sure you have, once you have Unity in one, you can kind of start focusing. Basically, yeah. Once you have one set, you can just save your ore until you either get upgrades for the set you want, or to purchase the things for the set you actually want. Whichever floats your boat, whichever fits your style. How's it going, Focus? Glad to have you here. Ooh. Alright. Sanguine Helm 9. Awesome, so we're maxing out a lot of these equipment sets. Always good. Use this guy to get my mana back. Oop, oop. That ain't good. We are not in a good spot. Let's fix that. There we are. A lot of chasers around here. Don't get involved. I told you not to get involved. I can't. Get all these chasers out of my face. Bit of a tense moment right here, but yeah. If you guys want to feel free to talk about anything, feel free. This is a AMA. I do like talking with my chat. I just don't always know what I want to talk about. Because, like, I want to talk about Magic the Gathering, but not everyone even pays attention to Magic the Gathering, let alone knows how to play. So, can't really talk about MTG with people that don't know how the card game works particularly well. Just got back from work, going to shower. Oh, yeah, don't worry, man. Ooh. Thank you for coming by, Focus. Glad to have you here. Oh, speaking of which, Focus. As talking about MTG, they finished revealing the sets today. They revealed the rest of the set. So, we gotta talk about, like, what cards we're excited for and stuff later. Ooh. I'm gonna climb up into this room and then I'll read that comment, Jarl. Alright. I'm very divided on the value of Leather. With level 2 Unity on as I have it now, start with run with 225% resolve. I can't really tell if heavier sets would be more worth. Armor, Vitality, and etc. I mean, so it kind of depends on how good you are at the game, unfortunately. Like, for me, because I'm constantly gaining all these different relics and stuff like that, I'm surviving for very long periods of time. I am getting a lot of use of all this additional resolve. But, like, you might not survive to ever see your resolve go below 100, in which case the additional resolve doesn't matter. So, it really is just player dependent. I myself do like the extra resolve, but I can definitely see Just like, for some people, you can't even get to the relics to use that resolve. So what's the point? So that's up to you. Whoop. All right. Ooh. Card game go burr and Windows shutdown noises in my mind. Love you, TG. I'm actually hosting a commander party tomorrow. Got a very lovely Dragon deck that I can't wait to try out. Yeah. So I tried to get into Commander by buying the D&D Commander sets. So I have 4 decks that are all basically well built to face against each other specifically, so that I could be the guy who, all right, no one has balanced Commander decks. These 4 are balanced, so that's always good to have. That being said, I've been mostly playing on the MTG Arena. Those are basically the only physical cards I have that are not in storage, because obviously Magic has a way of piling up all throughout your house if you're not careful about it. I'm kind of torn on the new Neon set on the MTG. I love this set. Yeah, I love Kamigawa as a world. And like so yeah, we kind of have so Jarl, me and my brother started Magic the Gathering with original Kamigawa. It was game released as we started the game. So we have a special place in our heart for Kamigawa, and when we heard that the entire world was becoming Ghost Runner or Blade Runner sort of style, we were just like, no, my Kami, my Oni, my lore. We read those books and all that, and just to see the world change so significantly really worried us. I think overall, I'm okay with the direction they went. I think it's good. It's just like, I definitely wasn't prepared for it, and I think it will end well. I think it will end well. The art style? So there's 2 different... So in case you're wondering, there's stylized arts and there's the initial Magic arts. Magic the Gathering art is not changed. The stylized stuff I just think is hilarious, because for those who don't know, so Magic the Gathering will release 2 different arts. Their official art, which is all kind of realistic fantasy. If you see a Magic card, just any random Magic card that was released recently, you probably know what I'm talking about, like realistic fantasy style. But if you go watch... But there's always alternate arts. There are sometimes alternate arts for cards to kind of get the themes deeper. So for example, in Midnight Hunt, all the alternate arts were like horror themed, based on like slasher films or like Dracula or stuff like that, to kind of get that theme of this is a dark area. But this neon art, the whole theme is it's Japan. It's Japan and like cyberpunk style, so like all the alternate art are like waifus, like they're anime girls. They're I think it's hilarious. I'm glad I could have Magic cards and just say, here's the reality chip. You can tell it's alternate reality because there's 2 waifus encircling you in the art form. I just think it's kind of funny. Doesn't change the mechanics of it, so I mean, by all means, feel free. If you don't like that, you have the jellyfish card that's more realistic. Finally collected BioShock Trilogy 1, 2, and Infinite for less than £5 altogether. Nice. Yeah. Love the neon art style. I bet a lot of people do. No. I bet a lot of people do. I'm happy with new arts. I personally am... Oh my gosh, I messed that up. Alright, well, we got treasure chest, which always gives... I just realized one hit nearly killed me. Like, I have a theme that makes me so I constantly regenerate health, and it's regenerating from below half right now. Oh, you saw Hidetsugu. Yeah, so, Hidetsugu. So I want to state that I actually, because we read the books, Hidetsugu was actually a big character of lore, that the main character basically made a pact with him. So the 2 of them are friends, but he's like, this is my friend. He will eat you if you're not careful. Like, I don't know, I liked him. At a glance, unless you know where to check the color of the card, I'd struggle to recognize it by the art. Yeah, that is a big theme. A lot of people have been saying about there's been, like, the stylized horror lands. Swamp should have just been a deeper black, but instead they have, like, a purple outline. It kind of makes it look weird. So, yeah, I understand that. Oof. Definitely because Hidetsugu, they made those different art forms, which, can I just say they had different color art forms for Hidetsugu, but not for the freaking Spirit Bomb card? Because yes, there is a card that is, as far as I care, it's a reference to the Spirit Bomb from Dragon Ball. Because the whole idea is you can have your characters channel their energy into the spell, and then the spell just deals unbelievable amounts of damage to any targets. So that, like, cool effects like that didn't get the art treatment, but Hidetsugu did is a little weird. I mean, I like it because I know who Hidetsugu is. He's a character in the story, and I'm happy to see him again. But for, like, the average person, who is this Oni, and why is he pink and purple and all that stuff? Which also, as a person who knows Hidetsugu, why is he purple and pink? I don't actually know. It has nothing to do with his power set. But yeah, definitely when you can't recognize what sort of card it is by the art, whether it be color or something of that nature, it's definitely a problem. What was it? There was actually this issue, there's a land called, like, Dryad Arbor that is both a land and a creature. And, they made a printing of it that looks a lot like a forest. And people started having issues where people would actively play the forest version, the forest-looking version, so that other people would mistake it as a forest and basically attack into their Dryad Arbor, not realizing they had a creature. And yeah, it was stupid, and in those cases, definitely the art's a problem. And I think that the Hidetsugu is not as bad because you can't play that card without swamps anyways. But like, definitely color palettes in their art is kind of used to identify things in that game. So having the color palette swaps is one of those few cases where it's like, be careful where you do this. This is not an art style you can just do freely with no consequences. I'm one of those average persons when it comes to Magic. I love playing enjoy card actions, but the lore and general story of the planes is beyond me. Unsurprisingly, I'm not much of a D&D roleplay person either. Don't worry about that. D&D's for everyone, but it's for everyone because one of the styles of D&D is you go in with popcorns, pretzels, and your friends, and you make stupid jokes. The bard, like, if you ever hear the jokes about the bard who wants to have sex with anyone, that's not for actual roleplay D&D. That's for we're all just friends having fun D&D. Somehow I both fully understand and I have no idea what you're talking about at the same time. Magic is great at doing that. Magic is fantastic at telling stories that you don't know what's... That was one shot. I just got one shot. Thank goodness I have a res. But I just got one shot. That's where we are in health right now. Alright, so note to self, I probably died. Oh, there's a guard somewhere to the left. Or to the right. No, get out, get out. There you are. Woo. Mana. Yeah, that zombie. Like, I knew it was there. I didn't realize the hitbox would come out that early. And I also didn't realize that would one-shot me. So. Whew. But yeah, I definitely want to do, like, just for fun, a kind of card review of all the cards in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Not as like a competitive player, but just as having fun. Ooh. Yeah. Specifically Kamigawa, I like the lore of, so I'd love to do kind of a thing on that. And then, oh my gosh, alright. Alright. Don't die! I was trying to get back through the water to escape the chasers that go through walls. Did not succeed. Oh well. We got access to the Sun Tower now. Let's figure out what we want to do. Oh, we locked down gravity beam, but not spell. That's funny. Giant vegan. Cartographer with flame barrier. Yeah. I mean, this is a great way to find bosses and murder them. Why not? Alright. We have all the equipment we can buy now. I don't have enough ore for some of these. That's good to know. Alright. Lethal hazard. Yeah, so I have burdens that increase the damage of hazards. So, yeah. So as you get to New Game Plus, you can increase all the burdens. Not only are it plus 23, so everything's like just stronger naturally, but Burden of Ruin hazard damage is plus 120%. So, yeah, those hazards are... That Dragon Lancer is my mortal enemy of the game. I can't play it well for the life of me. You're not alone. Yeah, we're all maxed out there. Here we have Gilded Weapon. We have quite a few things. Alright, it looks like it... So let's see. I just want to make sure we have it maxed out everywhere here. Alright, cool beans. Since that's maxed out, I am going to go here and turn all my blood into ore. Because I don't need either. But yeah, there's a lot. Just really quick, do this. Conversion. There you go. Now I have no Aether and a lot of ore. Alright. Ammonite to plus 9. That sounds good. Alright. Drowned Sanguine to plus 9. We have Gilded Weapon, and that's it. There we are. And we have no purchases left. Sounds good. We did what we needed to do. Alright. Whew. We have Cartographer. We're gonna... I think we go kill Enoch. Bugulus is not the best for Enoch, but Flame Barrier is. Oh. So either we're right next to Enoch, or we're right next to some good gold and the boss. We're gonna find out. Because the boss will give us a treasure chest. Alright, nope, we're way up here. Okay. Not worth the risk right now. We're going to focus heading north. Alright. Both bosses are down to the left. We have some nice question marks, and otherwise it's just a long way up. Got it. Alright. Hello? Ah. Seems to me that for the most part, a mix of Drown/Leviathan seems the best overall gear to mix for general gameplay, unless you roll an int or other int-based. I will state that I do intelligence builds. I think they're just as viable as strength builds, if not more so, but you need to know what you're doing, and a lot of people do not spend their mana effectively, to put simply. Also, we die in one hit now because of how much damage things deal. Oh my gosh. Strength/vitality feels appealing. Yes, it is for most people because instead of having to manage resources, I have general stats for the game. I have already used my revive. I'm already low on health. Not in a good spot. Alright. So you can actually use shield block because it says lose no health, not don't get hit. Because a perfect block prevents the damage. But yeah, strength plus vitality is definitely what a lot of people do. Armor is also pretty good for a long while. There comes a point where armor just doesn't give its return investment, but until that point, it's also really good. Yeah. That's what it felt like. It was just a lot. Alright. So we're here, so we have to go down for those fights. I don't have the combo kill attack, but I have survivability. Alright, so right there. So this would just be... Alright, so there's a question mark right above us. I do want to check that out real fast. Nope, we're done with that question mark. Alright, boss fights are below. So we're down, and it's to our left. I definitely don't spend my mana wisely when playing mage, even though I do like the class. I usually lock the mage with prismatic when I'm in the mage mood. Yep. Mage plus the right spell is pretty fantastic. Oh, I was in that big room, so now it's to the left. Ooh. Alright. With shield bash, I think I go for this. I'm not doing speedrun style, so we're going to actually destroy all the objects along the way, get myself some money, an opportunity at any meat or potions. That's what I like about games like this. There's no one way to play, but there's still generalized strategies. Yep. Even in speedruns, we've had different thoughts about which is faster, and a lot of times it just kind of ends up being dependent on the situation you're in. Okay. Oop. Alright, and bash. Why I like shield bash. It's a nice get out of jail free card. Ooh. Have shield bash back. Always good. I don't have the thing the punch to get rid of this, but I chose survivability over it, so that's a consequence. Gonna be a bit of a long fight just because of that. Hey, Swanky Bat, how's it going? As I did say beforehand, I am going to be spoiling you a lot about the game. Go look and I gotta watch the schmoves for next time. Have a great stream. Yeah, thank you very much. Again, if you don't want to get spoiled, feel free to just get out. I'm okay with that. But yeah, thank you for coming by, Swinky Bat. I do appreciate it. Even Shovel Knight was like that because of the Chantress fight. I've seen every other Knight run. Half the time I forget even I have a talent when playing one. Yep. I abuse the invincibility theme with, Shovel Knight. The ability to just, like, spend a little mana and get iframes is just so powerful. Oof. Watch your speed runs of this. I gotta say, I manage perfect block once every other Night run. Half the time I forget you even have the talent when playing one. Yep. A lot of people do. Alright, one down. Ooh. New Game Plus Shovel Knight. Phase Locket is your best friend because dealing with double damage and less checkpoints, it's preferred you die less. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense. Alright. Now if I find this boss, I might just die to it, but you know what? You only live once, and I'm already nearly dead anyway, so YOLO. Would not recommend that statement in most cases, but when your life is forfeit anyways, I mean, hey. But yeah, since your life is not forfeit, I do not recommend people who say it unironically. Let me put it that way. Oop. Oh, hi, Yorb. You know what? I might have to do that to survive. No, I have the Night Death. I think this is actually better with Boxer, because it recharges after throwing enough punches. And if there's anything Boxer's good at, it's throwing a lot of punches. Alright. So we just need to go left and up. That was an easy room. Ooh. Alright, from here, up and left, then up and right. Ooh. From here, it's up and right, but oh, here we are. Alright, found ya. We're at full health and we have full meditation studies, so it might be worthwhile going to... Ooh, I have my idea. I'm going to go back to the main castle. I'm going to head down to unlock the entrance to the Paishan Dry Lake. The return of the phasing boxer, #1 in his league since he beats all his opponents inside out, literally. Alright. So we're going down, right, down. Alright. Down, right. Down. Alright. I don't really have a plan. one target off because I didn't have a plan. Note to yourself, have a plan. Boxer feels really polarizing to me. Amazing how most bosses average to meta against regular enemies and exploring. Definitely have to take advantage of the fact that Boxer, I don't have Voltaic Circlet revealed? Huh. Good to know. Yeah, damage aura around the Boxer, but yeah. No, in case you're wondering, in speedruns, Boxer is specifically used for certain boss fights. Exploration is taken care of by the Knight. Ooh. Chef overall felt amazing. Yep. Especially with the burn is absolutely insane with Chef. Yeah, Chef is constantly seen as a favorite amongst many players. Head off, glad to catch up. Hope you have fun. You too, man. Hope to see you in another stream. Another day. Alright. So right there, we are here. Oh, that means to our left is a chest. Nice. And to the left of this is a free relic. Damage, everyone. We now officially have a damage output. That's really good. It's really good to be capable of dealing damage. That is not a friendly room. Yeah, you could keep that chest. I'm gonna let you go. Oh, actually, hold up. Hold up. We have talents. Aha! That chest is mine. Blocked. Oop. Good meat. Just fight Sir Quits and you're home free. Yep, basically. Suddenly, the lack of damage is no longer an issue. We're not going for trials right now. I mean, given that we have super crits, that sounds happy. Alright. Down, right. Alright, down, right, down, right. Got it. Alright, Obscura's back online. Max health. Alright. So you ready for some stupidness? If you jump while triggering it, you get your jump. That's stupidness right there. But stupidness that the system respects. So if you ever want to do that easily, just jump first. Wow. That was... I'm not sure I could have done something worse. It was even... Like, it was an easy to avoid enemy that had armor destruction. Well, that is some stupidness I do not respect. I'm glad you respect the rest of my stupidness, though. After all, that's what your comment implies. Alright. Yo. Delicious pizza. All my money. Take it. Now. I got that puzzle yesterday, but on dry lake, so the barrels were explosive. Yep. Very scary. I'm invisible. I just can't deal damage to you, right? I'm not dealing damage to you, am I? Aw, it auto-canceled it. There we are. Like I said, we got damage. We got damage now. Gosh, my throat hurts. It's been a while since I've talked like this, I guess. Oh, right. You can't. You have to jump. I don't know how I'm supposed to fight this phase right now. Because I just catch on fire and I run. Because I... Oop. Yeah, as a pugilist, this fight seems pretty poor. No! Sometimes I hit the stealth button and it just immediately decloaks. And I have no control over that. It's a good thing I have an intelligence build, or else this would take forever. Which, yes, this is what it looks like as an intelligence build. Because these have a lot of health when you have plus 3 stats to them. We'll worry about that cloaking in a bit. Play it safe right now, if we can. And more of, I don't think we could take more than one more hits. Oop. Yeah, we're just gonna let Burn do the job because we're intelligence. Would you consider the boxing bell unnecessary overkill for you? Not only that, not really useful, because I'm an intelligence-based build, and Boxing Bell is only going to increase my strength. In other builds, Boxing Bell could be useful. If I still had my Boxer talent, the extra KO actually is valuable. But as I am a Boxer without whose damage is coming from Burn and Flame Barrier, that lacks a strength score because I'm an intelligence build. Boxing Bell just actually, it's not overkill, it's not worth. It's actually not worth. The cost is just too great. Because Boxing Bell, I think, costs 40 resolve, and there's no point spending 40 resolve for the damage it's going to do. Oh, hi. Blank. Didn't feel like a blank. Felt like a live round. All of these, just want to make sure, because I know there was one update where they added more. Oop. Alright, hold up. Do it this way. Great. Alright, we're just gonna climb the tower. Forget all of this other stuff. It's also Vex Voltaic? I believe so. Voltaic. With your weapon. I think anything that's not directly declared to use strength uses magic, so yeah. That relic that grants magic break would be pretty good now. That's a good one. That is a good one. Alright. So let's see, we're one here, so if I need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, or yeah, 1, 2, 3, the fourth, yeah. So the fourth room I want to pop into, just check what it has to offer. So this is 1. I'm doing that to just keep myself safe. That's 2. Let's be patient. But yeah, armor magic break would be great. This should be 3. Wait. I'm just going to confirm. Alright. Yep. So I think it's 1 more up, and we get another question. We get a question mark. Oop. I think that was that below me. We'll pop in here. Yeah, I think I accidentally went too high up. Yep, I'm in this one right now. There's a fairy chest to my left. No, not with Void Dash. Not with Void Dash. Well, actually, hold up. Well, it was kind of smart. It could have worked. Go. Right now, we're just working on the not die part of the whole situation. Ooh. Intelligence increases the damage of spells, talents, and magic dealt by relics by 1. Alright, cool. So this scale will take. Alright. So here, it's alright. It's all the way at the top, but we have one little room along the way. Whoop. Stay under. Now we go kill the slug. Alright, I think I go 2 up. Yep, 1, 2. I believe 1's here. Yep, there's 1. So next one up, I want to pop in, just see what it has to offer. Hey, Sticky Fingers 5. My favorite class, I think just by... it's kind of forced to be the Knight because of how often I have to use it for my speedruns. That being said, like, that doesn't mean, like, if you don't play the Knight, you're failing. Like, this is pretty well-balanced classes. Most classes are good, so... I also like the Mage just as the uniqueness it applies. Yeah, just kind of whatever surf theme. Ooh. Sorry, I'm focusing on not dying right now. Let me go a bit more up. Or not. I thought we needed to go up. I guess this is it. Not dead. Not dead. That's what's important. That's not what's important. Can I afford it? No, I cannot. Well, then we just wait. Because once I enter this boss fight, I'm not winning this boss fight. So, for those of you who don't know, there has been... most classes are good. Glares angry at Dragon Lancer. I know people who like Dragon Lancer, but they are a limited breed. They are definitely not everyone. So, for those of you who don't want to get spoiled, avert your eyes. Good late evening. How's it going, Arnold? Glad to have you here. We're about to enter Irad Prime. So this is a spoiler for a lot of you guys. There are advanced versions of each of the bosses in the game, and Irad Prime was one of the recent ones, and is at a caliber unlike any of the others before it. So, just want to give you that warning. We are about to get our teeth handed to us on a silver platter. This is a very different boss. If you don't want to get spoiled, avert your eyes now. You've already spoiled. We're not done spoiling, so. Oop. All right, phase 2. So Oop. Woo. Aw. And now here comes wave 3, which I think this is the last wave. This is a pretty chill one as well. And we're back at full health thanks to all the kills. We're doing that just to play it safe. Hopefully we get that back before then we need it. What's your PB on Rogue Legacy? I think it's like 43 or something. I have to go check, but I'm second place. I'm second place, in case that's what you're looking for. It's a good time. It's just, you know, not the best time. Love that. Oh my god, I was actually safe here. Destroy the projectiles! Alright. I gotta listen to these questions afterwards. Right now we're dealing with Irad Prime, so we're gonna worry about those when I'm done worrying about the 32 projectiles that are coming on the screen at once. And the 16 that are already there. Yes, throw chasers! Throw chasers! Yes! This is the perfect attack. Keep doing it. I'm sure it will hit me eventually. Oh my gosh. We did that with really solid health. Alright, so my PB in Rogue Legacy, once I pick up this chest, I can actually go check. But it's like... Oof. Considering the insane difficulty jump from normal to Prime Irad, I can't begin to imagine what they will do with 2-Ball Prime. Yep. Or there's reason to believe there's going to be a Prime version of even the final boss. Alright. Credicino, how's it going? Glad to have you here. What would prefer... Oh. Which world would I prefer to live in? Star Wars, Hogwarts, or Marvel? So, theoretically, we are in the world of Star Wars. It's just, it was long ago in a galaxy far, far away, so we already live in Star Wars. Hogwarts, we also already live in. We're just not wizards, so that's why we don't know. So those two are pretty good defaults. I'm thinking you're assuming, like, with all the magic. Marvel, I'm just not willing to deal with the monster of the week every day. So I don't think it's Marvel simply because there's too many common people that get hurt. I think that I'm going to have to go with the same basis for Star Wars. So I think that just kind of defaults to Hogwarts. If I'm not a wizard, that's cool. If I am a wizard, hey, there's some cool stuff I could do, and I could just, if I need to, I could just not skip school, be a scientist instead, and maybe I'd still be a boss without having to, like, you know, they're pretty good at making sure that those of us don't get hurt the way that in Star Wars you have to build a rebellion, and in Marvel, well, people just kind of die, and that's kind of an issue. So it has to be Hogwarts. How do you know I don't think there's a category? Oh yeah, speedrun.com doesn't have... So, yeah, just a sec. So speedrun.com has not accepted Rogue Legacy 2 as a speedrun in the game until it is fully released. Once it is fully released, they will allow us to add runs there. Until then, if you look at the... if you go to the Discord for this game, there is a RO2 speedrunning category. Let's see. What was the last one according to this category? So the last one submitted was definitely Mindful Line. He has the world record at 47.51. I believe I had like a 53 then. If he had a 47.51... Oh, right, I didn't post it on here because... Right. Okay. There's another way I could check. It's going to possibly just show up on screen. Just a sec. Let's minimize that. Ooh, Life Split has mine recorded. It might pop up on screen. Personal best, 53.45. There we are. That's 53.45. So that's real time, not in-game time. So in-game that goes below 50 minutes. So that is my personal best. So yeah, that puts me in second place in the world at the speedrun for this game. In case you're wondering where that sits us. It's really good, but also there's not many people who run it, so it makes sense. But a lot of people don't run it because it's a really hard learning curve. We've been trying to get things like Lamech % and level 20% and stuff to try to increment people into it. But like going from Lamech % to the full speedrun is quite a daunting task. I want to kind of get Ma % in there, but it's just like, it's hard to justify that, stuff like that. Alright, so what bad world would I prefer? Alien, Terminator, or Resident Evil? So, I only really know much about... You beat Lamech in 410. Nice! Yeah, no, 410's a pretty good time. It's not world record, but it is... I think under 5 minutes means you put some effort into doing Lamech %. And that's like a achievement to be proud of. But sub 5 minutes is awesome. That's... Good job, man. Have I already done all the scars? Yes, I've already golded all the scars. I will do some later. I was wondering if it was good, so I checked speedrun.com and it isn't there. And that's the unfortunate thing. Speedrun.com does not... I've tried to submit some of these things, and they've denied it. Unfortunate. I think that puts you in, like, 4th place or something like that. Mindful Line has the world record in that one as well. Generally, what you do is you retire your hero instantly, and you get a character with either Hollow Bones or Gigantism that allows you to enter Lamech's room without any heirlooms. So you just immediately enter his room and go kill him. And that's how you get it in like 2 minutes. Unfortunately, I do not have the... I used to have all of that stuff listed somewhere on my Twitch, but it just became too much for me to do. And so it's not listed there anymore. So, unfortunately, I cannot tell you where you rank amongst other speedrunners. But I know sub 5 minutes is really awesome, and that's something to be proud of. That's all I could tell you, unfortunately. Alright, so back to Cretacino's question. Y'all have to dip out. It's 1 a.m. here, and you go sleep. Yeah, definitely. Get your rest, man. Thank you for stopping by. Obviously, yeah, enjoy seeing me again. I plan to come back. Nice to see you back streaming. Thank you very much, Jarl. Thank you very much. Hope you do well. Hope you have good your friends are going to have a great time with you. Alright. And to the last question, Crescino, what bad world would I prefer? Alien, Terminator, or Resident Evil? So, Terminator is definitely a no-go, because Terminator, everyone's, like, dies and suffers at the end of it. Like, that's just default. Resident Evil, I actually do not know the world, but I don't think everyone becomes a zombie. I think it's just certain areas that become a zombie, and I don't live in Raccoonsville, so I think I'll be alright. So that might end up being it, even though there are some concerns there. Yeah, exactly. Terminator, Slave, or Killed is my options. Resident Evil, either, like, there's also the chance of dying in Resident Evil pretty horribly, but also there's the chance of completely avoiding the situation, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, because, because there's been, 8 games since the Resident Evil I know about, so they probably have it spread across the world at this point, so that could be an issue. Assuming that's not the case, Resident Evil is good. You prefer Alien because I could go to another planet to run from it? Well, that's actually why I don't prefer Alien, because the whole thing is, if we can run from it in another planet, that also means it could come to us in our... Like, I'm assuming it was our hubris that led us to finding the alien, and then all that situation. It means that we're not alone in this world, and that's a bad thing. And that's not... Oh, you could run from... Yeah, compared to the zombies. Okay. Yeah, I do believe a world of zombies is pretty scary. I'm not going to deny that. But compared to, like... I think, yeah, the way I would describe it is there's always the question of, are we alone in this world? Yes or no? And Alien answers that with no, and that's not a good thing, which that's already like an existential crisis in and of itself. To have it be worse is something that I don't really like. I'm gonna take my chances with with Resident Evil, I think would be my answer. Though Alien is not a bad guess. Terminator just definitely, like, Terminator assumes the apocalypse is happening, like, just inevitability, kind of. And I don't like that. Oof. I can't believe I left Irad with as much health as I did. Because, like, one is a monster, other is zombies, and other is machines. I will say, like, in a general sense, I'm less scared of machines than I am the other two monsters. But, Terminator specifically has just, like, the way in which it does machines... Asking for the fun of it? Yeah, of course, I know it's for the fun, but I like to take these things in detail, because it's fun to take things seriously. Yeah. Generally, it would be machines I'd rather face... Like, as a programmer, I'm like, look, machines aren't as threatening as you think they are, guys. But Terminator machines are specifically more threatening than you think they are. That's kind of the thing. So, unfortunately, Terminator is one of those few worlds where Rise of the Machine is actually terrifying. They don't rest, they don't sleep, yeah, and they also process at a much faster speed. But they also can't do human things like recognize patterns. There are plenty of little gaps in the capabilities of machines that we can use to exploit to defeat them. All it takes is one person to figure it out, spread it across the area, and the computers are going to not be capable of adapting to the inability to recognize patterns at a pace that actually succeeds, to put simply. They do evolve, but there's limitations. Computers have to evolve the algorithm. They can't, like, evolve in ways that the algorithm cannot support. And there are certain things that you can do that break algorithms. I don't really know how to explain it otherwise, but generally speaking, I feel like the Skynet itself is Chernobyl to an extent, where it's like, there were so many different ways we could prevent this from ever happening, but the people involved were absolute idiots, so therefore we have it. And yeah, exactly. Like, Terminator specifically has those terrifying monsters. So, I'm willing to say get away from Terminator. And yes, I'm taking Greatsword. I don't care that I lose my combo potential. I have Greatsword. And yeah, 200-pound robot killer versus stupid green people. To be fair, the zombies in Resident Evil aren't stupid green people. They're a bit more than that. So, like, I will say that it's like, it's the machine uprising in its worst case, or the zombie uprising in its absolute worst case, is what it feels like. And like, if we can isolate the aliens, if we can prevent the aliens from coming to Earth pretty effectively, or otherwise deal with them, I could see that. But like, again, I will state I do not play too many horror games. I do not watch many horror movies, so I actually know quite very little about these. Even though I know Alien is popular, I know all that stuff. All of the zombies are just Mr. X. Okay, suddenly, yeah. Alright. But you see in the last one with, the Skynet did that because they got kill her, so Skynet did not die, so it's like a loop. Yep. Alright. So we're going to do this without cheating with the jump. I messed up. Yeah, I messed up. I kicked out that door and then I let myself hit the ground without using my dash. And yeah, I'm pretty good at avoiding crowds, so... I'll stick with zombies for now. I could be convinced of the alien, but I don't think I could be convinced of Skynet and Terminator. Good question. I like those. Those hypotheticals are fun, if nothing else. I just wish I watched more TV so I could actually participate more effectively. Oop. Oop. Oh. What I don't choose is Silent Hill because Silent Hill gonna follow you on forever. Yeah. Silent Hill is a horror of a person, not of a world. Like, Silent Hill is a story about a person who's gone mad, who has problems, not the story of a world that has problems. So if you, like, Silent Hill's world is fine, assuming you're not the main character of the Silent Hill game. If you are the main character, well, welcome to hell. It's your world, so you gotta live with it. Magic break seems pretty nice. I think we were just talking about this earlier. Alright. Alright, hold up. Before I face this boss, there's an apple that needs to be eaten. So it might be like, oh my gosh, your health is nothing. How would you do that to yourself? I have full set of meditation studies. The moment I enter this boss fight, we get a full heal. So we're gonna be good. Alright. I just realized we don't really look like a boxer anymore now, do we? An angle I wasn't expecting. Go. Yeah, I did Irad first. Yes, I did. Sometimes I actually kill Tubal as my first boss when I did the New Game Pluses. It's just nice. When you're in New Game Plus, really the order is just which area you want to go into first, less than it is which area is more dangerous, you know? Honestly, I might go kill Tubal now. This is a pretty good character for it. It's even a boxer, so it has elusive. Yeah. The burn's gonna be nice on the mooks. The only thing that's bad is the spell. Alright. Yeah, let's go into Pishin. Whew. Do you know if anyone has done all bosses hitless run? I do know, and the answer is no. Tubal's crazy. Oh, hold up. Do you mean from level 1 or from, like, a New Game Plus 1? Because, like, I will state, it should not be hard to do all bosses hitless when you have a New Game Plus 30 character and then bring them out down to New Game Plus 0. That's easy. New Game Plus 0, level 1... Mindful Line is the person who does that, and it took him a lot of work to just beat Tubal once at level 1. Tubal level 1 is not easy. Let me just be frank about that. Alright, so there's the boss. Alright, hold up. So, we have storage room here. Cool, so that's storage. This is Onyx Key. So we have Onyx Key here. And the boss there. So that's cool. So we can actually go right. Okay, cool. So we just decide which of these feels safer. It's kind of funny. I can see that the comment has appeared on my stream before I could actually see it in my little chat box. Stern and Koi. I'm going to have some issue pronouncing that name, but Stern. Super excited to catch a stream. Your runs in this game have been a huge inspiration for me. I'm just about to wrap up my New Game Plus 1 run, probably tonight or tomorrow. Awesome, man. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I didn't stream at all last month, so that's the reason you weren't able to catch my streams, just to be blunt. I'm still trying to figure that stuff out right now, but hopefully I should start streaming again a lot more. Not as much as I used to. I used to do it 6 days a week, and that's just not going to be a future for this. Hey, I did it perfect, I think. Yep. How's it going, Acelot? Glad to have you here. We are just doing New Game Plus to chill and get myself back into streaming. Been a long time. Oop. Okay, shield needs to die now. Despite what it looks like, we are a boxer, which is why I was able to dash through that character when I did. Alright, I ain't going down. Alright, we got this. So now we go down and we head back. I'm pretty sure I got hit by the same guy. Like the exact same enemy. And this time we go down here. And we are there. Ooh, no. I guess not. Thought there was an extra connector than there actually was. Get your PB to an hour 14? Nice. Glad to hear you're improving, man. Yeah, I haven't played since I stopped streaming, so... I haven't done a run since the last time I did a run, I guess. Alright. Down, right. Whoop. No, we're gonna stick with my weapon. Well, I have sword. Why switch to anything inferior? Still not very good in the Fish and Dry Lake area. Most aren't. Well, yeah, I guess you're being an exception from most. But, yeah, no, Paishin is scary. No doubt about it. Are there any big glitches for speedruns? No, because this is... Since we started running during beta, any big glitches, we basically told them so that they could patch out. So there's no big glitches in this run because of that effect. There are system abuses to an extent. There are hero retirings at certain points that really help. We constantly, if we're in a bad spot, we can just return to main menu and we teleport back to the entrance, which is always good. And the boxer is used for the final boss because the boxer is just built in a lot of ways that makes it easy. That makes the final boss a lot easier. I don't know how else to explain it than that. If you watch a video, you can see us like we're fighting inside the boss effectively, and then they spawn their mooks and we immediately blow them up. Or at least that's the intent. Sometimes you miss your punch and you're in trouble, but not sure if I should be using Knight or Boxer and Paishin. You should be using Boxer for the Onyx Key boss and 2-ball boss. You can use Boxer for the Pearl Lake as well as Exploration. Like, the Boxer is good the moment you enter Paishin, so if you want to use it that early, Boxer can work. Also, Knight can work. They both are good, but once you get the doors unlocked and you need to beat Onyx and you need to beat 2-ball, you need Boxer. Before that, you can use either. I personally believe Boxer is better because there's enough enemies that you can just walk straight through. That makes it worth the while. Oh, I don't have platforms because of my relic. Thank you, relic. Alright, we're leaving. Oh, we're leaving that corner. Almost. Cool. But this boss, if you have your punches, you can knock them into a wall and basically slaughter them. But yeah, the entire Paishin still takes work, man. When the devs reacted to your run, were you shocked? I wasn't shocked when the devs reacted to my run. I got shocked when I had less than 50 followers and IGN contacted me. That's where the shock came in, to be honest. I was happy when they reacted to my run, but I was told 2 months in advance. They made sure I knew. I was super happy. I'm super proud of it. I wish I had a better run to show them, but I thought that was a fun run to show them nonetheless. It was a lot of fun to do. It was a lot of fun. Like, I enjoyed it. I was very happy, but shocked doesn't really count when you know a month in advance. Alright, so where's your key? Oh, there's your key. Got it. Alright, so we need to go down, right, and up. But yeah, thank you for asking. I still have that. I still have like a devs react, speedrunner reacts to devs reacts to on my channel. Don't think it was the best video, but it was still a fun video to do. Oop, get out. Remember, I have a theme so that traps deal 120% damage. Those bombs deal significant amounts of damage. I am very proud. Yeah, no, I am I was super happy when I saw that I was on that. Like, I am very proud of myself. But, yeah, shocked was not how I would describe it because, like, again, I was super, like, I was shocked when I got contacted because at the time, as I said, I had less than 50, like, I could not, if I wanted to become an affiliate, I couldn't even do that. To then get contacted by IGN, a big theme with, like, millions, like, it was insane. Oof. I was still, like, getting used to streaming, and all of a sudden I'm getting contacted about being part of a project. Like that. Yeah, I'm still very proud. I'm still very happy that I was contacted, and really appreciative of the opportunity I was given. Alright, we have to go left here. We can't go. Alright. Shadow Clone Jutsu! Aha! Ow. But, like, for example, you notice I found the... so I'll show... once I'm done with this fight, I will just teleport straight to the boss, because I can. Alright, the sword is nearly dead. Let's finish it off. And I gave it healing because of my lifesteal roots. Well, as long as the sword's way over in that corner. Yep. Do you have thoughts on the changes to Irad's attack pattern? Are you talking about the Prime or the original? Either way, not really. I have not had enough experience to argue one over the other. Original. So, was the changes recent? Because if it was recent, I haven't had a chance to test it. But anyways, quick trick. I was way over in there. I just returned to main menu. Now I'm here. There's a teleport to Tabal right there. So that's the speedrunner trick. So I skipped all the backtracking, and I'm in the boss fight. So unfortunately, I have no opinions. I have not... Alright. So I think I'm going to go explore Kerguelen Plateau a little bit before I face Tubal. But yeah, blue fireball attack was changed. Huh. Again, I do not have experience with this, unfortunately. Alright, so we're right there. That's up there. We have a lily there and there. So we have two lilies here, so we can just grab those two at the top. So we're just heading up, basically. Wow, there's no connector right... Not sure if you guys see this. No connector between this bob half. So, like, the only way to get to the right over here, you have to go up and left. So, yeah, we'll go up left. We'll grab these two lilies over at the top left. And then we'll work our way to Nama. Messed me up a bunch, but I think it's technically supposed to be easier. Good to know. Alright, so we're going up and left to start. Yeah, I haven't tried the Irad itself since I stopped playing the game, which was in Christmas. So, unfortunately, can't comment on that. Alright, so we're in this. Hey, free treasure chest. Yeah, if it's I could see it being easier because like it takes work to learn how to avoid it. Might have been the Christmas patch? Huh. How's it going, Cyrebell? I'm glad to have you back. And also, glad to be back. Okay, we're not going for that fairy. Yes, we are. Yay, invincibility! Alright. I have decided I am now a knight. Yeah, last time I streamed was, like, December 22nd or something like that. So, yeah, it's been, yeah, maybe it's been a full month. Wargs are scary. Even as a speedrunner, wargs are scary. They used to be scarier, and then we told them that, hey, even as a speedrunner, I can't handle wargs. And so they're like, okay, if even the speedrunners are having trouble, everyone's having trouble. So they nerfed it a bit. Counter resets if you take damage. That's new. So that must be part of the new stuff. Got it. Fireballs go a straight pattern occasionally instead of a spiral. Huh. Wait, that sounds like they have an additional attack. Because if it's occasionally, then that's just an additional attack. That doesn't make things easier, that gives it more complexity. You lie to me. Yep. Empty vessel. That is good to know. Think they took away one of the spirals, though? Huh. I'll have to see it for myself, put simply. Because, as you said yourself, it seems harder for you, but that might be just because you have the muscle memory for the original. Oh. Hey. Thanks. I will say, this lightning just popping open doors is pretty great. It's pretty nice. By the way, in case you didn't see that, that's how you get the lilies without the double jump. Other than this lily right here, you can get the other two lilies without double jump. That's why they had to resort to changing to Maw to actually just being unreachable without double jump. Because what kept happening is people kept getting the lilies without said double jump and not realizing there was double jump that they could get cross to the far shores. And you know, when you lose the double jump heirloom, you lose quite a bit. The Wings change I do remember. The Wings change is awesome. I can't really use it, but it's an awesome change. I'm not good with the Weeds change. I can't remember what Telescope was. Oh, that was the distance matters. Right. I remember Telescope change. Yeah, when I first was experimenting with it, trying to figure out what it was, I lost a run because of it. I remember that. Because I'm like, ooh, what does this do? And I was playing a melee character. And I got a spell, and now I got increased damage from people at a distance. Alright. We now have both bosses open. And I'm going to face Two-Ball first, I think. I have Cartographer with, I think Two-Ball's harder to find and is easier to face with this sort of character. Because remember, we're still Boxer. While we look like a knight, we are actually a Boxer. Which means we can just stand inside of Two-Ball. Much like We are going to punish Two Ball for going inside the dragon by going inside Two Ball. Make him get a taste of his own medicine, and see how disgusting my feet are. But yeah, the ability to go inside Two Ball in this boss fight is quite valuable for speedruns. Gives you a lot of mobility, and like attacks like that can't even hit you. Especially with Fire Shield. Yeah, especially with Flame Barrier. Flame Barrier just makes it even easier. That was the perfect example of Boxer with Flame Barrier, the absolute premium in speedruns. Now, usually we're using fists, so we're floating in the air, but nonetheless, we did our job. Oh, also with those changes, there's another major, one of the most important changes they did came in that. You ready? You know how you can actually physically pet the dragon. Look at that. Petting dragon. They added a specific animation just for petting the dragon. In other words, this is a 10 out of 10 game. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Is there a method for getting Enoch's Insight while speedrunning? No. Enoch's Insight is actually probably one of the worst to get. I think if you stumble into it with all the necessary heirlooms, it's okay. It's not net positive, but it's also not net negative. But the vast majority of those insights, believe it or not, are not the amount of time it takes. If you are facing the bosses optimally, then the amount of time it takes to get the insight costs more than the amount of time it saves in killing the boss 15% faster. Even Namah's Insight, which is right next to a teleport, ends up being not worth the time loss of teleporting there. How insane is that? Of course, this all assumes optimal. Even I have unoptimal routing, so it's good to have that. How's it going, Super Feels? Glad to have you here! Oh, just really quick. Super Feels is an awesome dude. I watch a lot of his stuff. He usually starts way later than I stay up, but just super awesome guy. Thought I should give him a quick shout out. Is my bot not working? I'm worried my stream bot died over the time I was gone. Alright. Well, I'm not sure. The shout out did not show up on my side, but hopefully. Anyway, Superfield's awesome dude. He's been playing a lot of games for fun. Yeah, it's the thought that counts. Yep. Anyways, we're just chilling. We're playing some Rogue Legacy. It's been a long time since I've been doing streaming, so I'm back at it. We're killing all the bosses. We are now at... This is the last boss left for us. They're not the final boss. It's just we killed all the others. And we're going to just be blowing through it because I know what I'm doing. It's the... Right here, heart. It's the thought that counts. I love the story of this boss. Oop. Alright. Go here, shut off all those projectiles. Let's shut off this one too while we're at it. Alright, stay away from the heart. Your love is literally suffocating. That's literally... Oh my god, that's great. I just... figure that out. The love is literally suffocating and locks down your movements if I'm inside of that. Messed that up, but it's okay, they're dead. Have you seen the Ollie Ollie World game? Not yet. From Humble Bundle, I happen to have one of the Ollie Ollie Worlds, but I haven't had time to play it. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's that I know it's a skateboarding game. I know Ollie Ollie World apparently, like, really advances it, but I don't know much beyond that, other than I hear you recommend it a lot. I heard you recommend it to my brother, which means it's probably good. New one's coming out the 8th? Dude, awesome. Alright, so I'm just gonna be exploring and chilling, because this guy beat all the bosses, which means we have successfully unlocked New Game, the next New Game Plus. And this character might just die right here because I'm not paying attention apparently well enough. But yeah, so for Sticky Fingers question, no, there is not a way to get Enoch's insight while speedrunning. It is often preferred that you just avoid it. Like, finding that room is a penalty. But, yeah. And Super feels, yeah. Feel free to catch his streams. He usually streams much later than I do, so if you guys stay up late, he is the perfect person. Like, if we end up going long enough, we might just raid Super Feels after. And I do need to check my bot, make sure the SO works next time, all that stuff. Ooh. Yeah, I hope it's going well, man. Are you going to start a new character when the final boss comes out, or just do it on a new game? Yeah, I'm going to just completely start a file from the beginning of the game, and do it from there. Whoop. Is there any question marks? Alright, there's a question mark there that could be valuable. So, well, I guess we're actually going to the heirloom to teleport back, because there's a gap. Alright, there's a chest over in this corner. Boop. I don't like shields, so being surrounded by them is very uncomfortable, because shields have no knockback when I hit them. But yeah, I'm going to be... Usually what happens is the moment a new patch drops, the first thing I do is a speed run, completely ignorant to all of the changes. Once I'm done with that speedrun, then I go through and see all the changes for what they are. That is usually how my routine works for new patches. And on full release, I see no reason to change it. Unless I want to add more hype. Not with less info. Not more info. Ooh. Alright, we are there. So we have for those who don't know, I have a trait called Cartographer, which makes it so I have the full map, but I don't see my own location on the map, so I have to memorize where I am, basically. Or get a sense from the enemies around me, and as chests disappear as I pick them up. Sorry, that was a bad cough in my throat suddenly. Is Rogue Legacy one of the original roguelite games? So, not roguelike, roguelite. I'm pretty sure the original Rogue Legacy back in 2013 is what popularized the idea of a roguelite. Because it has so many rogue elements, but it's the first one where all the progression happens outside. You see my character is level 1587. You only level up after dying. Everything you get after death, everything is about leveling up after death, not prior. So, all right. There's no cool question marks in this area, so we're gonna check Sticky and Study, I think. Yeah, so the original Rogue Legacy in 2013 is like the original roguelike. Like Dead Cells, but I would say more light elements. The process of leveling is actually quite more severe. You can actually... How do I say this? The concept that they had in mind, apparently they were inspired by Dark Souls, because they liked the challenge that you could learn to evolve to. But they had the idea of the death and recovery mechanic is a way so that no matter how bad you are, you can complete the game, because they want more people to complete the game. So, it is... Yeah, it's like Dead Cells. I would say it was the first one to make the roguelites, where you level up between, and therefore it's far more severe in those elements. Those elements have a lot more impact in the game than in other roguelites. Oh, right. I don't have hit targeting. I want to try it because I love games like Isaac. Yeah, so Binding of Isaac is... Yeah, I will... I mean, I'm here because I love this game. I'm going to recommend this game. I'm not sure if I would... It is a roguelike. I would question why you like Isaac, because I will say something that's different than something like Isaac or if you played Hades, where those you make your build on the fly. With this, you figure out what your build is prior to basically entering the battle. Like, you get an option of 3 builds, and you decide which one you're going to take into the castle next time. And like, there is upgrades as you get along, but it's a lot less severe. So like, you could see, I beat the entire game with this character. This is New Game Plus 23, I know what I'm doing. You could see there's a huge array, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different upgrades I found along the way. That took me going through the entire world, basically. And what's the equivalent? 6% more damage, 10% more spell crit, a way to do armor break, a way to do burn. I will state the way to do burn is a huge change of my traits. But generally, like, my main mechanics haven't... Okay, never mind. The Blessing of the Challenge did change my mechanics quite significantly, but... my first roguelike is My Life, and it's permadeath. Hey, I heard about that! I'm playing that too! I'm not doing so well right now, but I'm sure it gets better in the late game. That's why I hear. Like, the super late game apparently is pretty chill. But, like, just getting there, man. Oof. Oof. Borat voice. My life. The graphics are... Oh, yeah, the graphics are, like, next gen. And, like, it... Dude, it's such an old game, and its graphics are so good for how old it is, man. Like, that will be the one thing. No matter what you say about life, its graphics are impressive. Movement is way smoother in Rogue Legacy 2 than Isaac, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so... I would just say that Isaac's movement is different. It's the difference of... This is a horrible comparison, but Binding of Isaac has movement like Legend of Zelda, and Rogue Legacy has movement like Legend of Zelda 2. That's a horrible way of phrasing that, but it's kind of accurate. I will say that, yeah, Binding of Isaac speedruns are more focused on getting the right elements to a super powerful build, where Rogue Legacy speedruns are more about perfecting your movements, getting all that stuff. I love Legend of Zelda 2, yeah. You know what? Like, I'm going to say it's less Dark Souls-y, it's less, if you make the wrong move, you get punished, but it is, it maintains the kind of difficulty where you have to figure things out as you go. As I said, the original Rogue Legacy actually had no idea about roguelikes and built its difficulty curve because the developers like Dark Souls. So that should be all the things you need to know about kind of the appeal of, like, where the appeal of the original Rogue Legacy came from. They don't have the budget of Dark Souls. They're an indie team. I think when they made the original Rogue Legacy, they were like 5 people. They've grown since then, but yeah, they're still an indie team. There are limitations to their strength, but it is an awesome game, and I can't recommend it highly enough. Alright, we're going to keep this. Depart this world, increase your current golds by 35%. Hey, how's it going, hater? Glad to have you here. Yep. So, for those who don't know, I stopped streaming for about a month now, so just got back. Seeing how everything feels. Apparently, my bot disabled itself, so gotta keep that in mind. So we have a question mark there. If that's a Hyperion's Ring, then we are happy, happy, happy. Oop. Break that. But yeah, I think that is one thing that as you were talking about Binding of Isaac. Isaac is more focused on combat, where this game is more focused on movement. And I think is a good way of saying it. We're gonna use that. There we go. Love my shield bashes. I noticed late, but I checked your Twitch a few days ago. Yep. Glad to see. Yeah, that's one of the things that I just find completely amazing, but also, like, just insane that as I was gone for a month, I gained, like, 20 followers. Like, that was just, like, what? Like, I knew my YouTube channel matters, but that was just, okay. I guess people like that, like this. I guess this is a service people appreciate. That was, like, during my time, I was trying to figure out some stuff, and that was definitely one of the great things to learn, that people like this content. Depart the World? Yeah, I've just kind of played around right now. There is the book. It might give me a Hyperion's Ring, and a Hyperion's Ring makes Departing the World a lot safer if you don't know the little trick with Hyperion's Ring. Let's look for Hyperions. Nope. War Drum would be insane. Let's see, it'd give me 1, 2, 3. It'd give me plus 60% damage. Not many people make Rogue Legacy 2 content. Alright, I don't know the trick. So, Hyperion's Ring makes it so that the next lethal hit is prevented. It prevents the next fatal blow, and then revives you at half health. But then it destroys it. Departing the World is considered a lethal blow. That's how it works mechanically. Therefore, if you depart this world with Hyperion's Ring, you immediately revive at half health. And it uses the ring, you get the money, but you still get to play around and fight. And with Hyperion, with depart this world, with this area complete, I think I'm gonna go depart the world now. I don't have a way to make myself, I beat all the bosses. I did my part. MF Pop Time is pretty big on YouTube. Yes, and I believe they're Markiplier. Markiplier did a few videos of this. He brought a lot of people to the community. Those are the two major ones. Vilks. On YouTube, his name is Sorry. Whoa. But yeah, on YouTube, his name is Dummy Legacy. He does a lot of this content. He focuses on this New Game Plus level content. He's also an awesome dude in the Discord, so that I know him as Vilks. But yeah. Other than that, I guess that leaves me and T-Lore. T-Lore is not a T-Lore is just there to give you your information, not to be a high-level player. Like, I will say, if you're looking for just information on the game, T-Lore is a great resource. Definitely go to him. But if you're looking for a high-level play, that's what I'm here for. Mindful Line is the world record holder for this speedrun, but I don't think he has a YouTube channel, so there's only so many things you can do with that. But yeah, we did a lot with this life. Next rank 6. Alright. Oof. Super Fluid, I do not like that trait. But yeah, so, for example, so you can tell, Super Feels. So I have the Ronin. The Ronin has a specific, trait. He has plus 20% strength, so he's a strength-based build. His weapon's a katana, so it's a long-ranged melee weapon. He has a teleporting slice with Immortal Kotetsu. His spell's Tesla Spike, and he has this trait Super Fluid, which is where it has this weird, theme where, you could dash in any direction. Or I could choose a chef. This person has a Frying Pan and Stew as his two abilities, Shockwave as his spell, and Emotional Dysregularity, where his spells cost more but also deal more damage. Then we have this Knight. Knight is just the stable fable. It's the character you start the game as. It's a really solid class. Greatsword is like the just most solid weapon. Its spell is Gravity Beam, which is literally the Kamehameha! Like, level 1. Oh yeah, the art. So, Rogue Legacy, the original, looks like, it looks like a Flash game. The original Rogue Legacy, they were very limited resources. It looks like a Flash game. And so every time they did an update, the art just expanded in insane ways. It was amazing. So yeah, definitely the art is good. It's Newgrounds because that's, so in case you're wondering, this Cellar Door Games, they started with Newgrounds games. This company, this is an indie game company, but their first, 4 games they released were released straight to Newgrounds and free to play. So, it looks Newgrounds because it was Newgrounds. It used to be Newgrounds, and then it expanded into this whole How much is this game on Steam? I mean, I'm going to say it's going to be worth, like, compared to AAA games that are worth, like, $50, this is probably worth $40 if you really like it. 50? I think it's, like, 25 on Steam, though. The QR tricks you into thinking it's an easy game. That is a fair point. If you go watch other people on the stream, you will see, hey, let's play the game, and I died. Uh-oh. Like, it's not Dark Souls hard, but it's pretty close. MF Pallytime got me into this game, and RL1, and luckily watching his stuff got me your channel and my recommendation. Dude, awesome. Glad to hear it. The Newgrounds look is going to be the next pixel art for nostalgia. Dude! Oh my gosh, I love that phrase. That's so true, and that's, like, that makes me hopeful for the future in a cool way. Thanks for telling me that, Super Feels. Oh yeah, this is another thing. So this is the first game that they ever released in early access. All of this awesome stuff you've been seeing is early access. This game's not going to be fully released until Q2 of this year. And that's speculative, they might not be done in time. But yeah. This is still at early access, believe it or not. Oh, so I have an upgrade, so I can change out my weapon. So the chef could change from frying pan to a bag of spoons. So it turns from, just a kind of a melee attack that knocks people, that like just smacks people across the screen, to a ranged projectile that I just start chuck spoons at people. Great sword changes to pepperoni pizza, which turns into, it's like a projectile kind of fun little theme. I'm not going to start with this knight because the enemies are blacked out, I think is a significant enough hindrance to the viewing experience. Yeah. Alright. Superfeels, I want you to decide. Do you want to see, I'm not doing Superfluid. This guy, the main problem with this guy is that, the Associate of Agnostica makes it a little harder to see what's going on. Hater, I take the Samurai if it didn't have Superfluid. Superfluid is absolute garbage for me. Maybe for most players, Superfluid is cool, but as a speedrunner, it messes with my movement so much I can't do it. So, Superfeels, would you like to see the chef with a frying pan, or with a bag of spoons? The pan is flickering. Oh, reroll it? Oh yeah, so I got to a high enough level, instead of, you want to see the frying pan, okay, but I could hit a button to reroll this. How long did it take for you to beat your first all bosses run? So when I started doing my all bosses run, the only bosses were Lamech, Void Beast Barith, and Nama. It took me 4.5 hours. Don't worry about where you start, you'll get better as time goes on, you just need to enjoy the process. Frying pan. So as you can see, I fully upgraded this. You can't get past Axis Mundi. It's a tough one. Axis Mundi takes time. Always die there. Yeah, a lot of people, don't worry, you're among the norm. You're not like, oh, things are going bad. Like, I died at Axis Mundi all the time. The good old day when runs were 40 minutes. Yep. I think I got world record in that patch, and it was like a 25-minute run. Yep. Back in those days. Back in my day. But yeah, it started with a 4-hour, 30 minutes, so everyone starts somewhere. But yeah, this is the upgrade tree. Because I've been playing for so long, I've completely maxed everything out. So instead, we're buying equipment. Let's see. Leviathan Weapon 7. Ooh. And we have Drowned Helm. And what cape do we have? Board and cape up. So this basically gives you a little changes. So if I want to increase my strength, my... like if I want to be like a strength-based build, if I want to be just focusing on gold gain, vitality, like they all have different abilities. So I have... Right now my abilities are max revives, plus mana, a bunch of Siphon, which means I recover mana much faster, and increased vitality so I can take hits easier. So, but other people could set it up. Some people prefer gold gain. A lot of people prefer strength and its sort of paths. There's armor increases, There's, there's life steal improvements, dexterity, focus, and resolve. I love resolve, but the leather cape is just too bad as a... oh yeah, runs you can't do anymore, so world record is permanent. I think you can do it in a patch, but... it also doesn't really... Oof. I'm going short for short time today, but I'll come longer next time. Alright, awesome. Glad to hear it, man. But yeah, so there's all this equipment you could do, and then there's all these runes you can use. So there's quite a lot of changes, a lot of changes you could do. And then also, since I kill all those bosses, I got these souls, which allows me to do more permanent upgrades. So I can increase how many runes I could have available of a certain kind, how much vitality I can gain from the... Like, this increases my vitality, my max vitality. Okay, I'm really glad they added it. Max level 20 for living safe and health drop. Okay, I really love that. Max level 20, max level 25. Future skill max level 1. They're going to add a future skill here. Hey, I'm glad to hear it. Hopefully its max level isn't just 1. Alright. So we're going to just keep increasing insatiable greed. We're going to keep increasing limitless potential, because I like that better, even though it gives me nothing to do with my money. Alright. So then also for levels, all of them are level 26. We now have access to level 27. And so because I beat the game, you then go to New Game Plus X, where I'm now New Game Plus 24. Yes, I've beaten this game 25 times. But to do this, I need a certain amount of burden, so I'm allowed to enter the next area. I'll increase a Burden of Ruin. I actually don't think Burden of Metals are that bad, so I'm going to max that out. And instead reduce the Burdens of Power and Burden of Vitality. Make them less durable, make them deal less damage. I'm going to do it like that, actually. I'm okay with Vitality. Then also, because of this, I have all the improved versions of the bosses active, and improved difficulty within areas active. I choose not to do Mobility and Flame because I just don't like how it feels. But they're all nice. Burden of Scale is awesome. I wish this went all the way to +5 like it used to. I wish it went to +10. I would like to get 100% bigger worlds. But we're also dealing with 150% damage from hazards. Adaptation, metal, blood. Yep. Alright. In we go. So this will start us off back at the tutorial. Here we are. So nice little tutorial. Getting used to everything. Get to read the initial story, as it tells us. Gives us our little instructions. And we get to face base soldiers to get a sense of what fights are like. Alright. But yeah, this has this whole little thing. I'm just going to skip tutorial because that's something I could do. And we're going to move in to begin the castle. Have there been any significant changes to this game in the time since you existed last? Not as far as I know. Apparently, Irad changed a little bit, but not as far as I know. I bet there's going to be DLC for this game. They've responded to the DLC question several times with just, hey, let us finish creating the game first. I can really see how Dead Cells was inspired by this. So I will state that the different weapon types came in Rogue Legacy 2, not Rogue Legacy 1. So if you're talking about the frying pan, that's more likely inspired by Dead Cells than Rogue Legacy. A lot of the movements and stuff is perhaps inspired by Rogue Legacy, but in Rogue Legacy 1, everyone just had a sword. There wasn't different weapons. That was a huge advancement that this one has. But yeah, the frying pan has the ability to deflect attacks. And it's cool, because this character, despite having such low health, is a tank for the following reason. That little food, you see how that little stew has 3 charges? I can use a charge to regain health. Yeah. So in the case of those, in the case of the other weapons, it is definitely the other way around. In the case of art style and movement, that was Rogue Legacy 1. So, Rogue Legacy 1 is the original roguelite. Not roguelike, roguelite. So, a lot of games are inspired by it. And I feel that burden system is like, hey, we inspired Hades. Hades, you mind if we take your heat system? Because it was good, and we want it. So, and we're not going to just steal it, we're going to make it ours. So, you can't stop us. But yeah, the frying pan is awesome because it, as you see, it deflects projectiles. But it is really slow. Hey, gilded weapon, awesome. But like, you can see, so I'm going to press attack now. You can see the wind-up that I have to do before the attack actually comes out. You can see how small the range is, but it is very deadly when it hits, because it deflects and it applies burn, and burn is an awesome status, especially as I have an intelligence build. So, as an intelligence build, burn is great. Alright. Anyways, we're going to go hunting for the first boss, because I started a new game. So, all the bosses are alive once more. Gotta take them out. But yeah, these guys are not projectiles this feet can deflect. So, whoop. Yee! Out of my way, Axe Wheeler. You need to die. This looks like a game I would love. I'm glad to hear it, man. It's called Rogue Legacy 2. Feel free to... Yeah, okay, so it's still... I just want to make sure I actually have the title set up properly. But yeah, games Rogue Legacy 2, I would definitely recommend it. I mean, I speedrun the game. You speedrun games because you love them. So... But yeah, I would encourage you. Definitely don't feel like you have to be good at this game when you start. You will suck when you first begin. This is a statement of reality. Oh yeah, as you saw those big projectiles, I can't deflect and they go through walls. So if anything looks a little too hard, keep in mind I am in New Game Plus 24. So this is exactly what your experience is going to be like. Whew. But I will say enemies take a while to kill right now because I gave them bonus health, and this weapon is an overtime weapon instead of a initial hit weapon like the Ronin. But right now I'm walking around because anywhere in this area we could run into, because it's a roguelike, I'm looking around for the boss. Ooh. Wait for it. Thanks. That's my favorite aspect of games like this. When you suck and learn to play by trial and error. Yep. You probably saw me like do that, like just shield bashing enemies pretty quickly. Shield bashing is not a thing most players can do. Shield bashing is a technique taught by speedrunners to the reason that the shield is like has as much of a cooldown as it does is because speedrunners were abusing it too much. It used to have no cooldown, and it literally just warped the way the runs were done. So we were like, hey, I know most people won't deal with this, but we need to nerf this, guys. Oh god, he sends chasers. But yeah, there's videos of us just like taking 0 damage at boss fights and literally running through them. And it's like, that's not okay. You could actually, if you watch the IGN video, you'll hear them actually say, oh no, as they refer to that, because they didn't know when that speedrun was revealed. And they were worried that I was going to just like go through their enemies that way. Chasers are everyone's least favorite elite upgrade, but this character is pretty good against them. Ooh, we're just gonna wait. I love those devs react to speedruns video. Yeah, so, I guess you're wondering, Super Feels, it was back in an earlier patch, but if you go look for the devs react video for this game, I'm the speedrunner for it. I'm really proud of that still. We were bringing up earlier, but yeah, I'm the speedrunner for the Rogue Legacy 2 vid that they have. Yeah, no, feel free to go look it up afterwards. As I said, it was on an old patch, so they don't even have... Yeah, no, that's how I got past, I didn't take affiliate for own personal reasons, but, like, the way I got to my first 50 followers was because of that. Ugh. I am the speedrunner. Patient Tadpole 2022. Look at me. I'm the speedrunner now. Not sure I want to do a defeat all enemies right now. But yeah. Dude, alright. I can afford that teleporter. Alright. But yeah, again, I'd recommend it. It's a fun game. Alright. So, I'm going to get my teeth kicked in a little bit, but hopefully I don't die in the process. Defeat all enemies. Ah! Ah! No! Okay, okay, we're just running. Who's applied armor? You! Stop applied armor! Ah! We're just leaving. I'm done. So, that enemy has a theme where any other enemy around it doesn't take damage. Now note that that enemy has a ton of health, and it was surrounded by chasers that were coming at me and just... So there goes my health anyways. We now have to look for meat to try to refresh, so that we have, So the way this talent refreshes is I have to find meat. Meat are random drops within items, so that's why I'm destroying all these objects. Because sometimes they can drop meat. I have an upgrade so that potions will upgrade it as well. But I need to find something. Hey, more equipment. Leviathan Trinket 7. Ah! I did not expect you to come back around that fast. But you're dead now, so that's not an issue. Still haven't found Lebec. He exists only in my dreams. I believe they've changed it so that whenever you enter a boss fight, it fully refreshes your talent. So... I thought that was a safe spot. I was incorrect. Well, there goes my res. And yes, in case you're wondering, I have a ton of upgrades that allows me to have a res. I was planning to use it in the boss fight. But now... Alright. This is what Burdens of Scale be doing. Fair enough. So yeah, those are the upgrades. They just are random weapons. Lose no health. Time limit 10 seconds. We're gonna get ourselves some health before we go risking the loss of it. Specifically for the chef, body buffet is great. 8% chance of enemies dropping health, which is meat. We take that. Risk it. Oh god. That's okay. That's okay. We didn't die. Which means we'll get more fairy chests later. Ooh. Cast 3 spells to recharge the next to make the next cast free. With a 200 mana spell, that seems like a pretty good deal. Oh, I just realized the other one was a fairy key. I could have just used that to... Alright. Not dead. Just Caltrops any better? I do not know. I doubt it. Caltrops was garbage. Takes a lot of work to make it better. I think they referenced what they wanted it to be, but I'm not sure they got the patch through in time. If I remember correctly. Ooh. XL. Alright. I don't have enough for a spell. Still don't have enough for a spell. There we are. There we are. Still no meat. We have body buffet now, so that's a problem. We only have 140 resolve, though, so we're running out of relics we can take. So in case you're wondering, super feels, whenever you take a relic, it reduces your resolve, and if your resolve goes below 100, it starts eating into your health. It's percentage based, so if you're at 95 resolve, you have 95% health. That's our theme. Come on. There we are. So that basically prevents you from just finding all the items and being a superpowered god with 3 levels of every single relic. So that's why I like having high resolve, because it allows you to just pick relics because they're fun instead of any other reason. But you don't really have to care too much about viability. So yeah, those purple feeds, I could dash through. If I dash specifically, I will be fine running into them. But I can't knock them back. I can't interact with them other than taking damage when they run into me if I'm not dashing. So, gotta be careful around them. Hey, meat! Hey, look, I'm at full health and I have 2 charges. Legendary. There we go, full charges. Alright. And with all that meat, we can now take an apple. So one apple is a massive healing, and the other one you take damage, but increases your max health. And then I can use my meat to get my max health back up. Awesome. Oop. There we are. Hey, this is what we've been looking for. So this is the first boss. We're not going to do it right now. I have a bunch of upgrades so that I fully heal when I face the boss. So I want to actually leverage my health to take care of other things before I run into the boss. So let's see. We have the Stygian, which is above us. These are all enemies, all those picture frames. I just don't really want to fight them right now. I'm only on episode 30 of your 200 plus playlist, but one day I will catch up. I'm surprised people are actually using that as a proper playlist. I kind of added it just to have them all in one place. Not really to have it... Well, I had it as episodes back when I first started. But then when I beat the game, I think I stopped having them be episodes. But right here, we found what we were looking for. Twofold. So, first off, Fishing Dry Lake is the final area, and we now have a teleport here. Pizza Girl here. Mary's best girl. Don't let... Here's one of the things that you need to understand very well, Super Feels. Maria, the pizza girl, is best girl. There's many girls... There's a few girls in this game. But Maria is best girl, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Maria, the pizza girl, is best girl. This is the difference between cultured and not cultured. Okay, I'll say T-Lore has pretty good leverage under Sage Totem. I respect it, but he's wrong. He's just wrong. Just straight out. Hey! Alright. Puzzle challenge. So I have to hit this. The fairy tale is going to appear over there. So what I have to do is I have to dash after my head gets under here, kick off of this little theme, so I can dash to there. If I mess up, I can't jump, so I'm just dead. So I lose the challenge. Messed up. So if I jump, breaks. What about mana? Anyways, I'm gonna head over to try to get the next teleport, which is across Axis Mundi. So Axis Mundi is the second area. And to give you a map of what the second area looks like, it's 4 rooms. This room right here, then this room, and then there's a bigger room after that. Oh, Lady Quinn, you mean? I mean, listen, I ain't a judge, but also you're wrong. Like, alright, so that guy over there has the little shield thing, so I need to kill him, or else I can't even touch these creatures. And he has a great way of bringing me into a bullet hell. Come on, get myself a little mana. Well, best girl is Nama. Okay, I'm starting to think I had to put my foot down somewhere. But Nama, so Nama, how do I explain this? It depends on your tastes. If you're willing for me to give a spoiler, Nama is a MILF. I'm not into that. Okay? Alright. Let's see. So we have Gunslinger. We have Assassin. I want to try to avoid Associative Agnosia because it just has that visual. I want to avoid things that have visual elements that mess with people. At least, well, I can. So I know someone else wanted the Ronin. Let's show you what the Ronin is, because the Ronin's pretty cool. This Ronin is a vegan, so meat is murder. Yeah, I love this. Meat is murder, as in, it's literally trying to kill you. So, basically, with vegan, I can't heal from meat. I think that's hilarious. We have the Bard too. The Bard also had an Associative Agnostica. And I know someone else wanted a Ronin anyways. Your last episode in it is the one you did a month ago. Oh, what? Is it backwards? Huh. Alright. So the Ronin, as you guess, it's a slow single strike. But here's the thing about this strike. It is super long range. And you can curve it. So yeah. The Ronin, slow, but destructive. So, generally a good class. A lot of people's favorites. Oh yeah, so yeah, here's Lady Quinn. I guess if you like shy girls that are just that kind, but it's like I want a girl who could stand for herself. You know, someone who's doing all the missions, who's helping people out. You know, all that sort of stuff. Let's see. How much till I get another tribute level? Donate 87,000 more for tribute. Got it. Ooh. Alright. I do want to try to face the first... So, super feels when I face my bosses, all the bosses are going to be upgraded because of my challenges. But, I think the first boss is like a great example of what this game has to offer. You updated the playlist a month ago. So I'm a vegan. Just a reminder. Because I forgot, apparently. I just keep forgetting I'm a vegan, apparently. Ugh. Hey, +9 gilded. If money was still valuable, you know, if I didn't already own the world, vegan would be great. Or money would be great. Gilded would be awesome. Alright. Sweet. Killed it, but they got hit by the projectile afterwards. So yeah, if the dashing attack is the final hit, it immediately refreshes. So that's why I'm using it the way I am. I have to get the killing blow with it. Can I afford it? Yes, I can. Aw. Well, this is pretty safe. Remember, I'm a vegan. These Royal Knights deal increased damage compared to most enemies of their level. So I'm pretty sure this thing could one-shot me, even if I was at full health. Don't touch the meat. It's trying to kill me. Happy to see you're back. I missed your uploads. Thank you very much, Obi. Whew. Yeah, so I've had things I needed to do, and I'm just like, I'm missing streaming. So I'm gonna do some streams, whether or not it's time for me to come back yet, because I want to do some streams. Alright. Note to self, don't get hit. We missed you too. Glad to hear it, guys. Glad to hear it. We all miss each other. Alright. Well, now I can change it. So here's one of the cool feats. You get these feats, which allow you to change out stuff about your character. So I could have a guitar instead of sword. I think for the Ronin specifically, the sword's better, but the guitar's a pretty nice weapon. Get to do some has some sick chords progression on it. Meat is murder. Alright. Okay, I tried to jump over it, and I launched it in the air at the same time, so not exactly the best plan. Is guitar the hunting horde of Rogue Legacy? No, it actually, it's closer to the greatsword, actually. It's a weapon that's very, like, doesn't have much utility, but when it hits, it just blows things out of the water. The hunting horde of Rogue Legacy would be the loot, I think. Alright, well, I didn't get hit by the armor shredder. Oh, I got hit by the armor shredder. Never mind. But yeah, my armor's starting to get shredded away, and that ain't good. How's it going, Krakensaw? Glad to have you back. Glad to be back as well. Hope you all doing well. Whew. That works. If that hit me, I think I'd be dead. Axe wielders deal pretty good damage. Doing pretty good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Glad people are still doing happy and healthy. Speaking of which, did anyone have any New Year's resolutions? I'm just under the assumption that I wasn't going to be able to work out thanks to just, like, Like, I think just saying, oh, I need to work out is not going to change things, so I did... We're gonna focus on the game right now. Imagine the devs made meat drop more when you have the vegan trait. Feels like it. Feels like it. Because meat drops are never enough. Until you're a vegan, then there's too many. You have 3. Nice. Feel free to share them if you'd like. We're just gonna leave. I said I should work out. I've been slightly consistent at it. Hey! Slightly consistent is more than I expected out of myself. Well done, Flying Ragey, honestly. Well done, Flying Ragey. Get full-time job, still rough, finish my turn-based RPG, and get a good wake-up clock. Which I think I have achieved. Nice. Gym is closed. Yep, that's a big theme. Working out means doing it on your own. Have fun with that. This character's skills are giving me strong the best. You played the Messenger Super Feels? Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, that's such a great game. Oh my gosh. Dude, I love the Messenger. I was thinking of speedrunning it, but I'm just like watching the speedruns. I'm like, the things that make me love the Messenger and the things that make speedrunning fun are 2 separate things. But oh my gosh, if you guys like hard games based off like old games, Messenger, it's fantastic, and like midpoint, it has just this twist that's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Cyber Shadow is really good too. Have not heard of Cyber Shadow. Try to keep that in mind. Alright. Well, we're just picking the Barbarian. We're just going with what's in front of me for now. For now. Affordable items. Obsidian chest sounds pretty awesome. I'm gonna do the Drowned Helm first, actually. And we are out of war. So I need to get myself... We had the Leviathan trinket this entire time? Alright, we need to upgrade Leviathan trinket. It's similar to the Messenger, but absolutely brutal. Good to know. So yeah, the Barbarian has this slow grounded attack. But it always crits. And then when you're in the air, spin to win, buddy. Spin to win. The Barbarian has some nerfs, and since the nerfs, hasn't been the best class. But still one of my favorites. Alright. When you have the Leviathan trinket the entire time. So in case you're wondering, yeah, different equipment gives me different Unity bonuses. And because I'm at max level, I have access to full, like, I could get full Unity on 3 different equipment sets. And Leviathan is one of the ones I like to have full Unity on. And Unity, of course, gives you advanced abilities. Leviathan is the one giving me all the, like, allowing me to get my... Oh yeah, this has always been a meme since the first game, that the Barbarian is a reference to Skyrim, with its shout. But yeah, Leviathan is a set that I'm actually trying to max out. Like, I think I have Kin maxed out, and Obsidian, like, Kin, Obsidian, and Leviathan are my 3 sets. Might switch the Obsidian with Ammonite, but for now we stick with what we've got. I really want to show you the first boss before I wrap this up, no matter what happens. That ain't a place I want to be going into. Come on. So if it's armor, if that armor refreshes, I have to break through the armor again. And the armor just absorbs the first 4 hits, no matter what the damage is. And since this is a heavy hitter character, kinda rough. Yeah, I'm not risking going down there to shoot my grav beam. You know, I'm not risking doing what I just did. Can I? Because, yeah, these guys deal so much damage, with characters with lower health, they might one-shot me. Barbarian has the most health, though. Gotta work on some stuff, but I'm glad to see you on stream again. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for coming by, Superfeels. I really do appreciate it. Yay! Got them both dead. Cool. And let's get... Yeah, this room I cannot escape without taking damage, and with the 5 burdens of ruin, that ain't a good room to have to go through 3 times. Let me tell you that. Hey, treasure chest. Yep. Note to self, you don't have to clear out every room, because rooms will kill you. Not ready for that. Oop. Oop. Ah. I'm not a vegan. Thank goodness. Oop. Alright. And, of course, now that you've left, I found the first boss. If you're there real fast, I will fight the first boss and then let it go. Because I do want to show you Lamech. The greatness that is some of these bosses. Specifically, the first one. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful boss. Whoop. Go. All right. Oh well. We'll get ourselves set up for when we are ready to face that boss. Well, actually, hold up. We could just teleport over to the other areas where we want to go. Let's see. Where do I want to use Barbarian? I'll use it in Stygian Study. The final boss of the Stygian, Barbarian's good at. But I don't like the 2 elites on the way. Never mind. We're just go. You know what? Let's just kill the first boss. Am I going to speedrun the stream? No, I'm going to continue a new game. I might actually be done soon. As I said, there are things I need to do beyond just streaming all the time. I'm going to be streaming much less than I used to. I will guarantee you that now. And I might just close up the stream pretty soon, honestly. That was unfortunate. That was my fault. I know I can fix that. That was not good on my part. Hops. Here. Ooh, got figured out. Cool. Aww. Again, I didn't do it fast enough. Maybe killed. I don't know how soon you're gonna do the stream, but thanks for all your questions. Honestly, I'm not sure when I made the stream either. I just feel like I'm starting to get to that point where I need to start moving on to other feeds for the day. Glad I got my stream again. I plan to do this more, obviously. I dashed and then I couldn't dash again in time. Oh well. Ooh. Alright, death defied. Let's not get hit anymore. Shout if I need it. There we go. Ooh, but yeah, feel free to come back, Sticky Fingers. I obviously like to, this is an Ask Me Anything stream. I like talking to people. You can see in the bottom left corner of the stream, there's a little, weekly question that I like having. So, yeah. Love having questions, love answering them, love talking. Alright. There's the little mech taken care of. We're going to start with a Sticky and Steady and then move on to Access Monday. I just feel like I don't feel comfortable with Access Monday right now with the upgrade of the cannons plus Burdens of Ruin. Well, turns out that was the mistake. Oh well. Alright, well, we can get to rank 27 now. Panic Attacks Ronin. Bookish Valkyrie. Bard with... We'll go with the Bard for next time. Alright, nothing I could purchase. Not with my armor anyway. I wonder. So yeah, I don't have any reason for Aether anymore because I don't want to increase my amount of runes anyways. So I'm just turning it to ore so I could turn it into equipment. I had a trinket. Aw. Oh. Well, I think I am going to close it off here. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I plan to get back to streaming when I can. It might just be like 2 times a week instead of the 6 times of prior, and I am gonna do what I want to an extent. So like tomorrow I might honestly bring in MTG stuff, not Rogue Legacy. I know it doesn't get much views on stream and stuff, but I want to do MTG at some point, so that might happen sometime soon. But yeah, I was away from streaming for too long. I want to do streaming again. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and before we go, we're going to raid a channel. Let's see who's available to raid. If you guys have any ideas, we'll do that. Otherwise, hey, super feels. Yeah, let's just start with super. Let's just raid super feels. Playing Pokemon Legends of Arceus. So he just started up. So he's still in the waiting room stage. He's still getting everything set up so that he could start the stream. But super. I mean, you saw him in chat. He's an awesome dude. So yeah.